It's exciting. It's my first time we've ran that fast. At this point, my past 3 years, we've always went around 3:10, 3:11 at Texas Relay. So to be able to go 3:08 and hit auto mark this soon in the season, it's a testament to how hard we've been working and how much room we have left to grow. Right. So this is where we work out. This is where I've been working out for 4 years. And every time we compete here, we always post really good marks. It's not like every other sport where you have a whole bunch of home game stuff like that. So whenever we have the opportunity to run here, we run that every day. It's exciting, and we're known for posting good marks at the homies. So it's exciting to run. I mean, the motivation is just you want to keep getting better. I'm never satisfied. That's why I keep competing. I posted a good mark in the 2, still trying to hit a good one in the 4. So it's just that drive to keep getting better, and everyone else on the team wants to get better as well. So we just don't stop. We don't stop competing, and just want to keep getting better.
It's pretty awesome. I didn't really know coming in to D2 that what the mark really was, but I mean, just to be able to push through and persevere and be able to, I don't know, just see that automatic mark after a long 7 events is pretty awesome. It's pretty fulfilling. So I think there's a big advantage just sleeping in your own bed, just being comfortable, being just at the normal track you're at. I know this track is a really fast track. Even last year when I'd come compete here, it's just an awesome atmosphere, an awesome just place to be, and I'm so excited because it's my first home meet here, so it's going to be fun. Yes, I think my parents are going to come. Just being in this atmosphere and just having even some of my friends from my church and from my small group, they said, oh yeah, we're going to come watch you, just come out and support us, so it's going to be exciting. Pressure? I don't think so. I think you're actually more relaxed at your own place. You're just more comfortable. You've been out here. You've kind of got an advantage of going over the hurdles here. You're going to have a one-up on your opponent. So.
Those are things that we felt like we would be able to do. Obviously, when you start looking at Kami, she was a young lady that we knew coming in had potential to put some marks up like that, and you just kind of never know until you start getting after it. But when we got into indoors and saw what she was able to do indoor-wise, we felt like that she'd have a big heptathlon coming if we got, in the right situation and the right conditions. And that was one of the reasons we kind of held her off of the spring break multi here, because our kids always do well at home, and so we're kind of biased about letting them compete at home because we feel like they got the best chance of scoring high at home, But in her situation, we felt like, getting her into the Texas Relays, giving her a week rest, coming off indoor nationals, might put her in a position where she'd have a chance to score big, and she got down there and took care of business and was able to do that. So that was definitely something that we felt like she was going to be able to do. It was nice that it happened there. What it does for her sets her up, to focus on the outdoor nationals now. Obviously we'll start seeing some other marks come in, and we start trying to figure out. She finished 3rd indoors in the Pent, so she's potential top 3. Athlete in the hep at the outdoor nationals as well. So she's a young lady that's legitimately going to have a chance to win the national championship at some point in time in her career here. So definitely big about that. The mile relay, gosh, we're probably about a month and a half, almost 2 months ahead. That mark that we ran was just a 1/10 of a second off what we ran last year at the national meet. So that's exciting for those guys, and I think I told them all year long we want to try to break the school record, 3:05, and they're definitely capable of doing that. If we can stay healthy, that's going to be the big hinge pin. And but seeing that success come for them on that stage, be able to see themselves on TV, and to get in there with all those big dogs and run with them, and to be able to run well like we did, has really helped their confidence. And I expect to see some great things out of them this week as well. Well, I think this year is the 45th year, if I remember correctly, and so it's a very long-running meet, and obviously with Coach Noble's name attached to it is something that I take great pride in ownership in making sure that it's a great event that would match, the legend of the name, David Noble. And obviously for us, it's twofold because we host it so that our kids have an opportunity to compete at home in front of the home crowd, and to be able to be in an atmosphere where they are training every single day, and they should relax and be able to get out there and put up some good marks. And so we're going to get some benefits out of it, obviously. I don't think it's overrated in our sport. I think there's a lot of the events where just familiarity, with regards to some of the vertical jumps and some of the horizontal jumps and the throws, where a place that you spend pretty much 90% of your time it just gives you that air of familiarity. I mean, will we have a sellout crowd cheering us on? Probably not, but there'll be a lot of folks that'll be here, supporting the kids. They get a chance to compete in front of their friends. These kids have a lot of friends that are not in athletics or on the track team. They're kids that are across campus they eat lunch with in the cafeteria, and they sometimes live with them in the dorm, and they don't always get to travel to the out-of-town meets and see them compete. So they'll have some cheering sections here, and that just kind of adds to the atmosphere. But we've been very blessed here. Angelo State's I'm fortunate that they have allowed us to have top-notch facilities, and that makes a difference in track. We've got an extremely fast track. We're at a point in time in our season where we should see some good marks go up. The reason I don't think it's overrated because a lot of teams that will be here Saturday, they circle this meet on their calendar because this is where they get their qualifying marks. Because one, they know it's going to be a quality meet. Two, it's going to be a great facility. And three, there's going to be the competition here that they need to be able to put up good marks. Well, definitely, there's always going to be that, because when you go away and nobody sees you, then you can come back and say, hey, it was okay, it was a good meet, whatever. But when they get out there in front of everybody and they're here watching, then they're going to know if they're not performing or if they are performing well. So I think it does add a little bit of pressure to them, but I think that is countered by the fact that we're where we are every single day.